Vale. Intercept, ambush, execute.
309.
Tango down!
Hostile! Light them up!
Arriba aquí! Medic!
Hostile identified! You are in the area! The enemy has surged, and now they have the advantage.
этот переобан. Я под обстрелом! Меня обстреливают!
Enemy fire cut through us! Grenade life!
Now that I've given it to the children, I can use it for their father.
Wow.
Big daddy down Big it, motherfucking big it. No, okay. So today was just really uncomfortable because today they, had me kind of running the ship a little bit, like doing all the stuff that the manager's supposed to do or whatever. So at some point I had to issue out breaks. And this Hispanic guy who he used to work there, but he left and then he came back, he was on grill. So I told him to go on break. And the other two Hispanics, a little small girl named Susie and an older lady, not older, probably around the same age. I told the little one, Susie, that she had to do grill because she knows how to do grill. And she was like, no, I'm not doing it. And I was like, well, you have to do it. Like, or, and she was like, no. And then the other one, the one that was on Friday, the older one, she was like, no, you do it. And then I was like, but I don't really know how to do grill. And then I was like, well, I'm not doing it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I couldn't do grill, even though I don't know how to do it, and y'all can just help me when you can. And I don't think they understood me because the little one just kept shaking her head. So I told management about it. I'm like, they're telling me no. Well, when Amber and Anna came in, I was already on grill flipping patties and stuff. I'm already supposed to be learning how to do grill because it's part of, my whole development and management or whatever. So that part was okay, but it's the part that y'all said no to me. And I'm simply asking them to cover for 30 minutes while somebody else was on break. So when Anna and Amber came in, they saw me and they're like, oh, look at you. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing this because they said no, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, that's okay. It's part of your development. And I'm thinking in my head, that's okay. That's not okay. So then later on, I texted both of them because I was talking to Tiffany and Crystal about it, and they were both saying, like, yeah, we're done being nice to them because they think they can just do whatever they want and talk shit about everybody in Spanish and nobody knows what's going on, blah, blah, blah. So they gonna start leaving translators in the kitchen to hear what the fuck they're saying because at this point, it's like they getting out of their body for real, for real. And that's what Tiffany, why did Tiffany make that same joke? And I was like,
pull up real quick.
yes, Tiffany made that. And the fucked up thing is the little one who told me no, she is illegal.
They'll pull up and take their ass right to motherfucking Guatemala.
But I'm not trying to take it that fucking far. It's just a matter of just.
It don't matter.
But all I'm saying is this is a fucking job. Like if somebody's asking you to do something, just fucking, it's your job.
It's your fucking job. Right. And y'all know every damn thing anyway. So.
Just because you don't want to do that. A lot of, well, you think majority of them, you think we all enjoy doing the shit that we're in here doing? No, everybody's tired. Everybody wants to do this hard ass stuff here.
But I mean, shit. It's good to get a raise.
Right. So then, of course, after that, they stopped talking to me. Susie had a little attitude in her voice when I asked her, like, did you want to be on middle, you want to be fryer? She's like, no, I do fryer. I'm like,
nah,
okay.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. Nah,
And then when I left out and I waved and said bye to everybody, when I waved and said bye to everybody while I was leaving, she just looked at me. I was like, oh yeah, you made me now.
So what? So bye.
No, that's what I told myself. I was like, this is the part where you stop giving a damn.
Yeah.
you start being more assertive, and you start having more confidence and more bass in your tone, and start talking to these people like they're fucking kids at this point. Not like that, but the, you know, the tone that I take.
Like, don't be too condescending.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, and that's what blew me. It was like I came at y'all cool. I came at y'all like, hey, so he's gonna go on breaks. I'm gonna have to be on grill. Like, no. I'm like, but I asked you nicely though, and you understand exactly what I'm telling you.
So what?
So I told they bestie, the one who they love the most, which is Amber, because even though Amber's black, she's black and Hispanic. She speaks very fluent Spanish, and she pulls Susan into the office and talks to her, and after that, I could see them conversating and, you know, having their conversation. They got to the point where the new girl who just started working there, the one that I gave a ride to a couple of weeks ago, she didn't want to be in the kitchen anymore because the shit talking was like, even though none of us can understand what they're saying, you know the body language, and you know, like, you can pick up little words here and there. They were talking shit the moment I stepped in the kitchen. They would talk shit all day, every day, and it's just aggravating. It's like we, you know, y'all, of course, like me and Tiffany were talking about, like, of course Hispanics are gonna stick together. Duh, that's your culture. That's what you're comfortable with. Just like black folks, we stick together when we work together. White folks, they stick together when they work together. But at the same time, though, like, we're all in a job to work. Like, even though all the black folks are mainly like we all talk to each other. I mean, of course, I talk to everybody. But like who I kiki and kaka with is the black ones, and it's like I get that have your Hispanic bond with your Hispanic people, but don't be fucking disrespectful. You don't have to do that. It don't even have to be all that. I'm just simply doing my job, and that's what I had to tell myself. I'm like, yeah.
You need to get the fuck out somewhere.
But I gotta get back into my mode. I've been out of that mode for like 2 years now. Where I'm not delegating. I have a boss nobody around. I've just been doing my thing, just working alongside people. But now I have turned into an authoritative figure. But I'm never gonna be no bitch. But I feel like a pussy right now because I just don't like how the whole situation went about and how I just was like, okay, I'll just do it. Like, no, you're the one giving the directions. You're the one delegating. You don't just be like, okay, well then I guess I'll just do it then since you won't. No, I feel like that's grounds for like sending somebody home.
Yeah, you train managers to become store owners, so you definitely know what I'm talking about.
Right, I know something. But it's like, I think today just completely threw me off because I wasn't expecting to just like, nobody told me that today was going to be the day that I was going to start doing my actual manager training. Amber had went over it with me last week, but I didn't know that like this week was going to be the week to start, because then I thought it would have been Monday then if that was the case. But then again, we got our asses handed to us on Monday, so there's no way they could have done that. Monday was so motherfucking bad. Oh, and Tiffany wasn't even there, so she wouldn't even be able to do it no way. So today would have had been the day. But yeah, I'm about to switch up my mindset, but I know all I kept thinking about when I got off was I need to smoke and I need to sip, because that had me so anxious and really pissed off at myself. Not at the situation at hand, but at just me, like just walking around just feeling so timid and just not confident and just confused and just, I did not like that. I didn't like how I felt. And that was like my whole shift, like tone change, like I'm just talking all in this high pitch, because when I'm really nervous, when I'm really nervous and uncomfortable, my tone gets higher. When I'm relaxed and I'm okay, my voice takes a low tone like it is now. But when I'm really uncomfortable or nervous, or I'm trying real hard to be professional, or I'm anxious or whatever, my voice gets higher. And that's how it was all for me. Just higher pitch, more proper than usual. Like, I need to be like me, how I am right now, how I am every other shift. I'm just telling you what to do every once in a while. I don't know why that just threw me off so bad. stuff like that. But then I'm telling myself, if you're gonna want to own your own business, you have to be able to
Don't
delegate.
let them bitches intimidate you.
Huh?
Don't let them intimidate you.
No, I'm not letting them intimidate me because I also tell myself, you are a 32 fucking year old woman. You are grown. You are overgrown. Couldn't nobody make you feel no type of way. It was just my uncomfortability with how I was supposed to handle that because I'm trying to handle things the way they're telling me to. Because wherever the Culver's way is the way. I don't want.
You can bend the rules too.
Yeah, but my bending the rules is cussing people out, and I don't want to do that because I've already done that twice. I don't want to do that. I don't want to start going off on people and cussing them out. That's then because she already told me that that's a fireable offense.
Yeah.
Once you're management, you cannot sit there and cuss people. She was like, it was cool because you're just a crew member right now. But when you get into management, you cannot talk to people like this. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck am I going to manage that when they get me to this point? Because, like I keep telling everybody, it takes so much for me to go off and get pissed off. You really had to have done something to get me to the point where I am cussing you out. And I told you about both stories, didn't I?
I think
The first one was with Tim, because Tim was acting like he couldn't help on custard. I asked him about those two, if he had that waffle cone at the window. I was already working on all this other custard. He's talking about I have all this different stuff to do. He had nothing to do over there. I went and I ran custard out. I was walking back in and I can see through the window. I can see the camera through the window to see if there's anybody in drive. There was no cars in drive. He didn't have nobody at the window. So I'm like, and the car that was sitting there waiting on its waffle cone was still sitting there. So I'm like, hey, Tim, did you ever get that waffle cone? And he was like, no, I have too much to do. And then I snapped. And then I snapped. Because I'm like, you have too much to do. And and my thing is, though, I analyzed the whole situation before I said anything. I peeped everything. I peeped that you had nobody in drive. I peeped that the same car was still sitting there. I peeped that there was nothing else for you to do, and there was no more custard on the screen to do. So all you have to do is scoop out this one fucking cone and hand that to them. You couldn't do that? Bet. Now I'm finna spaz on your ass. To the point where he cried. Like, I don't, like, you shouldn't, like, don't push me to that point. Don't piss me off. And then the second time was the twins and that fucking dude. All three of them fucking up, constantly grabbing the wrong fucking custards because the twins are fucking blind and the black dude was fucking stupid, dumb as hell. And they just kept grabbing the wrong shit. And then I kept having to remake it, and I was already 30 minutes behind on custard by my motherfucking self. Because we were so slammed, we had nobody. So I had to do that shit by myself. But my screen already said 30 minutes for each fucking order because that's how behind I was, because that's how crazy they were coming in. And it was just me. So all I'm asking y'all to do is run the fucking orders out. Why are you coming back to me and telling me that the thing that I already made needs to be remade when I know I made it? So that means you're grabbing the wrong shit, you blind bitch, and you're taking it to the wrong fucking people. So I went ham. And then when I did that, the black dude cried to Crystal. Like,
why you going so hard though?
Because why? I'm 30 minutes behind. I'm by myself. I'm already making a bunch of shit. I don't have time to keep remaking stuff, and I already have a million other custards to make. And you want me to remake something I already took the time to make, and it's just me? No. Hell no. And y'all can't simply just ask me first. Bring it to me and say, is this it? That's all you have. It takes 2 seconds to just, I don't care how much I have going on. I'd rather you stop me and ask me than me have to sit there and remake it over again. They don't want to. After I cuss them all out, then they want to start coming to me and asking me.
Yeah, but then but see, you don't want to do that. I mean, like, I know you know not to do it no more, but it's like, now that you did that, you created.
Actually, I did it 3 times.
You created a hostile environment.
No, I didn't, because it was fine after that.
I mean, but people gonna still feel that. I would.
No.
I would still feel that way.
First of all, I still low-key come into him about stuff. I do it in a nicer manner, but I still talk shit to him. And he laughs about it now, but that's because he's medicated. Before he wasn't on medication, and he was doing horrible at Culver's. He was the worst person to work with. Everybody fucking hated him. He always had a stank attitude. He always complained and cried about every fucking thing. He always had a problem with everything. Everything had to be a specific way, or he was going to lose his shit. Which now that I think about it, he must have some level of autism too, now that I think about it. Because if certain shit don't go right, autistic people, they just really do it. So, after this whole debacle of them They were already planning on firing him, but he walked out. Like this is why. But after he walked out, he came back in a different day. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Something happened the night before and he was mad about it. Something went wrong. And it was a whole thing. I think he was training a different dude on grill, and that dude walked out because of Tim's training. So Tim was frustrated, and Tim left his shift a little early or didn't stay the phone or something like that. So then the next day he was supposed to talk to Anna about the whole situation. Anna was by herself setting up kitchen, so she didn't really have time. And because he couldn't wait, he was already supposed to work, but instead of him just working and waiting later to talk to her, he walked out. So when he walked out, they considered him fired. So then this nigga goes on a whole mental breakdown and talks about killing himself and all this extra shit. So then he goes to the psych ward and they started medication, and this medication has been working for him because he is a totally different person now. He's so much more tolerable.
Still, don't forget he on your medication.
Yeah, I know. This is him on medication.
He could snap at any fucking moment. And he could come in there with a gun and shoot up or anything.
He could.
Exactly, so you want to be aware of that too.
You think I just leisurely just think everybody's just I'm always these are coworkers. I may be cool with some people that I work with in there, but at the end of the day, they're coworkers. Always be coworkers. Shit, I didn't always fully trust Kendra sometimes when I worked with her. And that's being there. No, I mean, just in the sense of, are we really actually cool for real, or is this just even though she keeps inviting me to this concert, and damn, I had messaged her back damn, you did ask me about this concert, and she was like, you still didn't answer, and I didn't answer then, and that was a week ago.
I'll keep forgetting.
I don't even know what the concert is or where it's at. When it is. I think she gave me this information and I just keep pushing it off. Also, how's your fasting been going? That's not fasting.
Liquids.
But juice has a bunch of other shit in it. So your fasting is different. And you put sugar in your body. My fasting is nothing but water. That's all I've had. It's just water. And I'm so But I also, you know what, maybe this will help me. Because I also thought about when I was feeling hungry and I almost drunk some pop, but then I stopped myself. Because then I remember, but then I also thought about the fact I was like, well, Dominique's doing this with me, so this is helping keeping me motivated. I think I just always need somebody to do something with me for me to feel like I'm good. Because I stopped going to the gym when Kendra stopped going. I don't have any excuse for the skating. Because Mo never stopped going. What else? I've been asking Bina if she can do yoga with me, because that'll make me be more motivated to do it, and I feel like I'm doing something good for her.
You gotta be self-motivated too.
I know, and I struggle with it so bad. But I don't know, it's something about the fact that I know that you're fasting with me right now that just made it so much easier today for me to just be like, nah, I'm good. Because other days, Monday, I was supposed to fast. And I was going to, and then I don't know what happened. And then I just ate and ate and ate and ate. But it's just knowing that I have somebody else and they're doing the same thing and we're doing it at the same time and we're doing it together. It's I just kind of feel more motivated because I feel like it's more of a letdown if I fuck up somewhere. If I just eat something, then I feel like, damn, well, we was in this together. And then I'm also thinking well, I know he's not eating. I know
my stomach growling right now.
Oh yeah, my stomach's been hurting all day.
And that's just all liquid because that's gonna come right out. I'll pitch that right out.
But mine's a little stricter. I don't do juice or pop or any of that shit. I only do strictly water. Or if I do, I tried tea.
I drink water too.
I tried tea with no honey in it.
Tea with
I can't do it.
I'm not. That sounds nasty.
It was nasty.
But yeah, you're right. Tea will help. I would like some tea.
But yeah, I need to get it together. I need to get it together. I don't know what happened. That was really weird. That whole day was just weird.
Today was right. Not today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that just happened.
Yeah, you. Nah, hell no.
Yeah,
And how long you been there?
I'm coming through different
How long you been there?
years.
How long is years?
I think they've been there since the store opened.
Oh,
At
damn.
least Araceli has.
Oh, okay, well.
Araceli's been
But
there
still,
since the beginning.
if she shouldn't be able, she shouldn't be saying no fucking no anyway, though.
Like, what if I was somebody else who just came at you?
It doesn't matter who you are. If you in that position, she shouldn't be saying no.
But Anna, I haven't even responded back to what Anna said because she said, because I asked like any tips about how I should have handled that situation, and she said, well, that's a hard one. She said, on the one hand, we're all here to help each other, but on the other hand, they don't look at you in an authoritative manner. But I'm like, that part shouldn't even matter. If somebody else came to me and say, hey, would you mind covering this while blah blah blah, then cool, I could do that.
And besides, she should be able, I mean, she should know you already.
Like, what's the problem?
If she been there. If you been there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've been working together. It's been cool. It's been, Araceli is different, though. Araceli is just, she is so, like, it's like that lady is just constantly just, it's like she can be cool, but it's like you can tell underneath that she really she really despises probably everybody. But I'm getting myself out of the mindset of caring anything about whether or not you like me. I just want us, but I don't want to come. I don't want to be a person that I don't want you to not like me. It's just that I'm not gonna care as much as if you don't like me. I'm not gonna act no way towards you, but I'm also not gonna let you not liking me affect me to the point where I'm over here, venting about it or thinking about it later. Like, it's just gonna be like, well, it is what it is. You don't like me? Oh well, get the job done, or you can go find a different job.
Yeah, because we're gonna call ICE.
No, I'm not. I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking about anybody. I'm talking about anybody I work with. If you have a problem with me, like, either we can resolve it, we can work together. Like, you don't have to like me as a person, but as a coworker, like, that's different. Like, we're at work. It's not that hard to just work with people or be told to do something. And it was for such a short amount of time. It was only for 30 minutes. And your mom posted this? No, this is posted. It's got 4 likes and 4 comments. Who am I looking at? Is that you running with the black?
Yeah, it's me.
That's been you. Let me look, because I wasn't even really paying attention, because I'm like, who am I supposed to be looking at? Why do you run like that? No, you ran like that to be Yeah. Oh, yeah. You put your arm out and put the football back to him like, here, grab it. You're an asshole.
I love
Maybe I'm not too old to be a dancer. Come stop. You need to be an independent dancer.
Hostile is close.
Sky is the limit.
The only thing don't have no limits.
Wounded friendly.
Just hold on to my foot. Yeah, kid, you can't let them bully you. You can't be goofy no more. You gonna have that black shirt on. You can't be looking crazy.
No, I'm not gonna have a black shirt yet. I'm having a manager shirt or a shift leader shirt. I'm not sure. These are all the same, but which I kind of have those shirts, but they're small. So it's definitely time to ask and lose this weight. I don't want to have to ask for bigger shirts.
Yeah.
And I already have shirts. I just have to find them because I've seen a couple of those manager shirts.
Just lost our advantage. We have to regain control of the battle.
I know there's so many reasons why I want to
Just edged ahead of the enemy. Good job.
It's so that I can really, like, take on this job. Like, it'd be such a painful experience. Like, we these past couple of days, like what was that? Was that Sunday and then Monday? Yeah, to work Sunday and then turn around and work Monday, that 11 hour, and then whatever, how many hours I worked in that. Oh, that was really fucking painful. Like stretching in general is just so important, no matter how old you are. And like you can feel different. When you're in your body, can you feel other areas of yourself? Like can you okay, like there's sometimes where I'm doing something, or like if I'm in pain or something like that, and I think about the younger me that didn't feel these type of pains.
Oh yeah, I just did that shit yesterday.
Yeah, I teleport myself back into like, damn, remember when this me could do this and do this.
But that's why I just try to stay in shape.
Yeah. And it's so crazy how many of us just let ourselves go.
Not let ourselves go,
just slow down, but we're also
I need cover.
there's too many of us who just eat whatever. And just,
I don't do that shit.
And don't do no type of exercising. Like when I was working at Maximum, that's when I reached my maximum. I think the maximum amount that I weighed was 247 pounds. That shit hurt. That shit hurt so much. My feet were swollen, my ankles were swollen. I could barely walk, like, because I would sit down all the time and just eat. But when I went on that 30-day no sugar, or I think it was, 32 days or something like that I did? It was either 32 or 34 days that I did with no sugar, me and the kids. Well, me and Kalina, because Kai just was like, fuck it, I'm going to eat what I want. And I said, you know what, do you?
Kai said that?
No, he didn't say fuck it, I'll eat what I want, but he definitely didn't start eating sugar. Dina was more like conscious of when she was in school. Why was this a little being going there like 11, maybe 10? And she would be real conscious of the food that she would eat, like at school. And then at daycare, Granny would offer her certain snacks. She was like, I can't eat that. And she was like, that's okay, I can't eat
How many y'all doing?
Yeah, that's what I mean by having somebody doing it with me. It motivates me. Just knowing that she's at school doing the same thing and at the daycare. That's a lot of temptation, and she's just a kid.
That's that mental, that mental power, that willpower. She got all of that.
I guarantee you, she's very, very strong. But she has such greatness, it's insane. Like she puts her mind to whatever it is she really wants to do.
Not on my watch.
I wonder if I asked her. Starting Monday. For 30 days again. We should do it.
Right there, it is. Right there. Why are they trying to kill me?
Grenade going in.
I just her off today though.
Yeah, no wonder she seems kind of.
We're gonna have my birthday feast.
Why she pissed?
I have a birthday feast.
Like daily hygiene is just such a.
It is. I mean, know what I know now. Why wouldn't I want to let them know?
That's what I was saying. What you know now, first of all, you have to be a kid. Like you get in such a habit. It's like,
You have to, because nobody do it with us.
Got some momentum. Don't let up now. Friendlies are now in control of the battle. Keep it up. Time is running out on us. taking control of the fight. Marking danger.
Don't mind being stuck.
Help me, please.
¡Enemigo abatido! ¡Ally got hit! Watch my back! Riddle! Grenade launch!
How the fuck you still lost?
Damn, I forgot.
Yeah, they ain't.
I still got some. Still got some stamps on it. So, what's today? So, what's it? I don't know why they try to put on the way. People are just distracted by everything else. Well, you probably have to do that because I'm pretty much gonna be working all day. Not doing. I think I work 11:15 to 3, and then I come back and work 5:15 to 9. So I work a split. She said she's gonna start giving me more of those. Well, hopefully. Well, because today we had a bunch of people and it seemed to work out, and not a lot of people were sent home, but some people were like, oh, that's cool. This is getting tiring. Or this long quit and shit. I mean, if I get cut early, that's one thing. But I mean, maybe they might have some days where labor might be too high. But because the Purdue students are back, that's not gonna happen. Because it was crazy busy on a Monday. Mondays are usually our deadest days, and it was dumb busy. So, and I don't think it would have been that busy if it wasn't for Crystal being on middle, because she said she'd get easily confused, and like the Mexican guy, he kept giving her tray after tray, but every time she got a tray, she was like, none of these sandwiches match what I have on my tickets, and then it started getting backed up, and then we started having like a pile of tickets, and then I'm over here trying to help her, and then also trying to stay up on fryer, like, it was a lot. It was a whole lot. But then Amber came in early, and she just smoothed that right on out.
Because you need the help.
Yeah. Because if it wasn't for the fact that it was so much, and I was looking at the sandwiches and they were matching the tickets, and then I'm also trying to like do all the stuff on fryer and shit too, it was really just starting to get crazy. Now if Crystal would have been somebody who would have been strong on middle, then it would have been better. But she's not strong. But she's also not strong at all on fryer. So I had to do it. And then the worst part about it was nobody else in the store could do fryer. Because if one other person could do fryer, I could have done middle.
They could do. Don't mess. They could do.
No,
They couldn't
no,
for
they
real.
weren't. No, well, first of all, both of them weren't there. Neither one of them was there. And then the guy, the one who I sent on break today, he was on buns. And then I can't remember who was on grill. I think Jeremy was on grill. So we couldn't do anything. And then Tiffany wasn't there because if Tiffany would have been there, Tiffany could have done middle. And I could have done front, and Krista could have been up front. But Tiffany wasn't there. So it was just a nightmare because I was so confused. I'm like, how is every tray she's getting none of these sandwiches? He's making all these sandwiches, but then like she's constantly like having stuff remade. We're wasting a bunch of shit. It was just.
So you were there with a bunch of new people.
No, Crystal is the shift leader, but she's not good in kitchen. She's the one that I've been giving rides to and stuff, you know, and grill and buns were fine. It was just the fact that she was not doing okay on middle, and then I had to keep up on fryer and try to help her, but shit wasn't making sense to me either. I don't know if she was like turning the trays around. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it's like
Turning the trays.
I don't know. I don't know. No, because I did have one shift where like a bunch of sandwiches didn't make sense, but then I started looking at the sandwiches, looking at the tickets, and I'm like, wait, this tray is turned around. And then when I turned it around, all the sandwiches made sense. I'm like, can we?
Wait, so you gotta go at like
No, so the sandwiches come up on the bun person screen, and that bun person, the symbols like puts the mayonnaise, pickles, all that shit, and they have to do it in order that's on the screen. So we have the blue trays are for dining, and the gray trays are for drive. So we do them. There's one screen for drive and one screen for dining. So you do them in order based on that, so that when the person on set, the person on middle, when they get the bun tray, the tickets match what's on the bun tray, so they're in order. So that's what makes it go so much faster.
From what I see, sometimes they'll do what's quickest and then get to the one that's hardest.
Well, I mean, it depends. Well, it really depends on what's up. So if a bunch of tenders are up, then you can put a bunch of tender tickets down, or tickets that have tenders on them. But I mean, if a bunch of patties aren't up or the buns aren't up, then you really can't put no sandwich tickets down. So it just really depends on what's up. So it just be a lot. It's really not that hard.
It sound like y'all gotta have two people at each station.
Somebody mentioned that. I think Tyler, she's the one who mentioned it. She said like 2 people need to be, because she was overwhelmed on buns one day, and she went back to the back and like just like damn near cried because like she was so stressed out.
Yeah.
And she kept giving me tray after tray, and the trays weren't making any sense. And then I had to keep like stepping back and just breathing. And I'm like, just breathe for a second, just think.
Yeah, see, y'all need 2 people at each station, and one person, of course, you're gonna get overwhelmed because apparently y'all job is known to be overwhelmed. So y'all gonna need 2 people.
2 people would be good, because if we had on grill, if we had one person press the patties, the other person flip them and put them away, or put them on the buns, then that'd be cool. And then on set, if we had one person do drive, one person do dining, and then on fryer, if we had one person bag fries and like grab cheese curds and bag those 2 when needed, and onion rings, while the other person just drops everything, that'd be cool. And then on bun, did I say that for buns?
But that'll
Yeah,
also make an effect on the labor too.
But it depends, because if our volume is really fucking high, then labor is going to be really low because we're getting slammed.
Okay.
Because like if it's just a bunch of people coming, so labor would only be fucked up if we had that many of the people in the kitchen, but there wasn't shit going on. Right, yeah. There wasn't shit going on. Nobody in the lobby, nobody. Then that's doing too much. But if we have like a crazy, like it was a football game, and everybody's coming to Culver's to celebrate, then that's when we have, or like on Sundays when it's church, and like, because that's what it was. It was that Sunday.
So y'all know the day, so it's not unexpected.
Sometimes it can be, because, like I said, Monday was unexpected. It was just crazy busy. I wasn't expecting it to be like that on a Monday, but I guess because all them students came back all at once, they just all came back that day. Mixed with, obviously other people too.
Well, they would have had to fucking wait.
And then they Anna shut off DoorDash, like everything.
Yeah, they would have had to
because
fucking wait. They would have to wait.
yeah, but like this one, did I tell you that this dude tried to cuss me out, but I just kept walking?
Who?
I had ran out of order, and I guess the order was 30 minutes late. And I gave the food to him. He was like, yeah. He's like, let me see how long this fucking order took. And in the process of him saying all that, I had already turned around and walked away, or started walking. So I hear him from behind me like yelling like 30 fucking minutes. This is fucking ridiculous. But like, but as I hear him, I'm steady going and I'm just walking. Like I didn't look back. I didn't do nothing because nigga, what the fuck? I'm not about to sit here and what I'm gonna do? Kiss your ass or something? Or if I turn around and cuss you out, now I'm in trouble. So I just gonna walk away. Because what else can I do? I apologize for the wait. What else can I do?
Don't apologize to shit like that.
But I mean, we supposed to try to just for hospitality purposes, but I really don't fucking want to because
once he do that, he don't have to.
And that's why I walked away.
You could have refused his service.
That's why I walked away. I just simply walked away. I didn't say anything. I didn't nothing. I just walked away. I'm talking in the air right now. But I really want to do is something like, nigga, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, clearly we're behind. Clearly we're understaffed. Clearly we could have been at the shit out to you and we had what the fuck we needed. If you don't like it, then take your ass to the home and make your own fucking food. That's what I wanted to say, but I can't say that. So, let's just walk away. Don't just add bitch in there because bitch don't ever try to fucking test me out. I'm grown, you grown.
Fuck
you
nigga.
know how to fucking talk. Just talk.
Fuck nigga.
Right. Fuck wrong with you?
Why they always think they
really think they can do some shit like that. You done lost your motherfucking
they
mind.
just say some shit. And
You done
nobody
lost your
gonna say nothing.
motherfucking mind. But I have learned to just walk away. Don't even engage in some shit that makes me feel like I even have to do it. Not even worth it. I don't even know how that shit feels when I feel pissed off or frustrated. I don't even try to engage in it. Just like today. I don't know what I do. But after the most, that shit really blew me. Like, what the fuck? No, I was like, it's 30 minutes of me trying to just do this patty for however period of time. And I'm over here doing it, fucking these patties up. But I'm doing it though. And I definitely am gonna learn. I want to learn grill now because it really didn't even seem that bad. But I was really pressing a bunch of patties. I went through a whole case of, or like half a case of patties.
A whole case?
No, like half a case of patties, which is like a hell of a lot.
What do you want it for?
This is comfortable. I don't know. I feel like I can't sit like my back and my legs hurt.
What you eat?
Huh?
You eat anything?
Did I eat anything?
Friendly's down! Target is out!
I told you. I said I was thinking
Blocking their
about the
coast.
that you were eating, and then I had somebody doing this with me. So it made it easier for me to just not eat. But I'm hungry, absolutely.
But I'm doing it for 3 days. You can do it for today. Like, how long you said you can do it?
Until 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then what I want to do is when I do eat, it needs to be absolutely nothing but healthy food. Absolutely no bullshit. Because that's part of the problem. What's the point of fasting if I'm filling myself up with some junk food? And then do it again on Friday. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I fast. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I eat healthy. And then on Sunday, I'm supposed to eat 1 meal a day. And that 1 meal a day is going to be healthy as well.
Shake it up!
And for that, I'll be at work, so I'm just gonna opt for like chicken breast, broccoli,
No te preocupes! Estoy aquí!
just something like that, something that'll fill me up and something that'll be like, just keep it cute. I feel like the weight should just fall off. I don't know how I just started tweaking. Why am I getting back to this? I really do want to do this fasting shit, and I feel like smoking shouldn't be a part of the problem. And I feel like it's not the part of the problem. It's not right now. I don't feel the urge to want to just tear some shit up. I mean, I do, but like I'm not about to, because sometimes I succumb. Like when I was trying to fast and smoke at the same time, I said fuck it anyway and started eating. I don't know. I really think it's a big factor. I really think that the biggest factor of why I do it with me. So you're only gonna do it these 3 days? Well, maybe you'll kickstart me back into where I'm supposed to be. Especially if I only put healthy shit in my body. No, absolutely no fast food and no bullshit. No fried nothing, no none of that. But only for 3 days and that's it?
Until Friday, again, like probably Saturday.
Clear the hostage!
Again, Friday again.
Another 3 days? So only eat 1 day and then fast for 3 days?
Yeah.
So you're fasting for 6 days basically?
Yeah. Go hard, go home.
What is the purpose of that?
I don't know. I just don't like. I don't like how it feels.
I don't either. But when you know better, you do better. That's how it's supposed to be. For real. Honestly, that right there, that motto right there would really change my entire life if I really actually stuck to it with every single thing that I do. It would just make major changes.
Yeah, I try to like push myself. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same. It's not gonna hurt me. I'm gonna see the results that I want to see. Do the shit that I want to do. I really do not want to be in this summer or in my lifetime period. I don't want to be there. It's not okay.
I want to be able to keep up. I want to be able to keep up and everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what and shit, my grandchildren too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I want to be able to keep up. I do not want to be sitting there bedridden or fucking on the porch just, you know, I want to be, I go take them, I go do some shit. My dad be doing it. And he always like to take them places and
Weapons dry!
no fucking way! You know, I mean, granted, he's not that old, but still, you know, sometimes you get to a certain age, especially when you're tweaking and you're doing dumb shit to yourself, you get to a point where you really can't do shit to yourself. Even if you are that old.
Enemigo abatido!
Stay away! Stay back!
My mama, I feel like she wouldn't do nothing like that. She would, but she wouldn't do that. I just hate that. I hate that we take that turn. Except my grandma didn't take that turn.
They do not like how we hold shit
Running
down.
out on us.
They also don't like authority. Like, if you was to, I don't think they'll want a black person being that level in charge of their stuff.
It's not about that. I'm gonna have a decent amount of time to be able to recoup and regroup and nourish myself and come back and everything.
Target down! Despídete!
feel that shit eating that shoulder. You gonna feel it.
Yeah, remember how it started.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I know. I had already done this, but I didn't keep up with it. But I'm about to keep back up with it again.
But I was also
I kind of like how that feels though, because I feel like it's kind of eating away at the fat.
It is, but I was also using these.
I'm about to get my mini stepper down.
In between what I was doing.
My mini stepper down.
I ain't seen that. I seen you bought it.
It's in the closet. I'm just start using it.
Don't lift my bag too.
You really think you're somebody, don't you?
I mean, you saying I motivate you. It's kind of motivating me too. But I don't want you to push yourself too hard. But as long as you're doing the whole process thing, it's about
I definitely feel like it's not too hard. I feel like, especially with consistency, it'll feel like a breeze. It'll feel like easy.
Do you check your weight?
I'm not gonna do that yet. I'll wait a little bit.
Cause after my check, I'll get 220.
I'm scared. I know it's bad. I already know it's bad. I know it's real bad.
What you think is that?
It's gotta be like either 238.
Laskos päin. Nottaidelta
I
niille.
always feel like 240 when I feel just big and sloppy and bad. Like it just feels like 240, and I know for a fact it's got to be around somewhere between 235 and 240. I know it. For a fact. I can feel it.
Then it'll save. Depending on how much we do it, it'll save money on how much we eat.
Yeah, and how much you
get
give.
feeding them.
Yeah, and they get to eat more because we spend a lot more time fasting.
Which
not
we
really
need to.
eating up shit.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, this is a must. This is a must. So this is out of control. And then the amount of bullshit that we've been getting lately.
And then once we can, then you can go into this new place without so different like that.
I'm hoping that I can really commit to this so that when I do come back, that it all falls together. New place, new mindset, new energy, new everything. Like, and I'm gonna buy. I don't know why I forgot about this, but I'm just gonna buy a bunch more storage boxes for the clothes. Not put them in boxes.
Or just buy those racks that you put things before they put them in. Instead of like,
I'm talking about for the moving out.
Moving out.
Because it's like really right around the corner right now, for real. Now that they moving they shit out next to us, it's like crunch time. It's like time to get serious for real. I know you've been saying that, and I feel like a lot of stuff has been condensed down, but now it's just time to like pack it all up and just put it to the side. Because I feel like there's not a whole lot to pack. So I really want to get through this big ass pile of clothes, throw away what's not needed, keep what's washing, and then put it away in the bunch of clothes. I really want to go and grab some storage boxes.
Those should be,
storage boxes out and broken up and stuff, and just have a bunch of new ones and then just stack them up.
Whenever you're ready, do that.
And then I'm gonna.
That sounds like a plan. Like that's something that could be more physical.
Yeah, and they can help. They can help look through what's needed to be.
Well, we know we can help if we know what they want.
But I know if they need to do something. They need to be contributing.
They could put them in the boxes.
And they need to learn. They really need to start learning how to. It just blows my mind because my mom did not play like I learned how to do a lot of chores at a young ass age. I knew how to do a lot of shit at a young ass age. I knew how to fold clothes. I knew how to do dishes. I knew how to, like, I kept up with brushing my teeth and washing my face. At the minimum. If I wasn't gonna take a shower, I was gonna wash up in the sink and brush my teeth and wash my face. I had to make sure that, I didn't even smell bad back then. I think the only thing I had was like a little musk problem, and that was at like one point, and then it stopped. But anyway, like I just really kept up with a lot of shit. And knew how to do a lot of shit. And it's like they don't really know how to do that.
Because we ain't push for it. We're not really trying to push them
It
or
needs to
be
be
too much.
It needs to be a constant. Like now, I don't know. I feel like now work is making me feel like it needs to just be like you have to delegate in order to get things to run efficiently. You can't do everything on your own because
Comms blackout on the way.
No. That's like both. That's work and home. You have if you have people, they're not babies. I need to quit being in that mindset. They are not fucking babies. Chores should be done before they even jump on the tablet or her get on her phone. Like everything should be done, and before
We
you go to
not
sleep.
as strict as our parents was making them more stubborn.
Yeah.
And more spoiled.
Yeah, because I mean,
because they got a whole attitude. Well, she got a attitude talking back a little. Come on, some, because I have like y'all, because I asked them 30 minutes to go to brush their teeth. Then they still in there playing the game, playing their phone. I'm like, it's crazy y'all in here still playing on these phone. I tell them to brush our teeth. And then I was like, y'all must want y'all teeth to be yellow. And then I was like, that's on y'all. And then she goes, well, yeah, Dad, that's on us. And then talking back like saying, I'm in a game right now. I'm brushing when I want. All this extra shit that would have, and like I wanted to so bad, but it's like, how this gonna look?
Did you say anything?
Yeah, I made them get for their birthday leave.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's that
because getting into the teenage years is worse.
Yeah.
That's when they start really testing authority, and it's
Yeah,
like even though they've been like Venus never really been combative like that, I'm pretty sure she's gonna try more to.
Think Kai not getting shit?
Oh yeah, Kai definitely is. But like I feel like she's really doesn't know she don't like to be like that, but I think she wants to try.
I'm not gonna put my hands on her.
Yeah, Kai would definitely. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe choke on them. I don't know.
Like Homer.
Right. Just a little. Just enough for you to know. I can take it like away, but I still love you.
Yeah, I still love you.
I'm tired. I'm good. Maybe I can say I'm ready to change so much more. This is such a good mindset when you're not eating. It's like you just feel refreshed. I don't know, like something is restarting.
I feel like that.
Like the body is eating at the fat, but it eats at the carbohydrates first. So as long as when you go back to eating, just don't eat carbs. Eat good carbs.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. You eat carbs? You do.
I don't try to eat that much.
I need cover.
I'm not even telling you, when we're not even in the same physical, like, realm. You're over here, they're here TikTok straight over here. Everything's swollen and hurts.
What Peter said? About germs, but in this case, it's about food, fashion.
Man down! Friendly down!
You know what he said.
No, I don't. I don't even know what you're talking about.
He was like, I'm speaking of other things, but I'm not going to take germ advice from my whore, remember?
No, I don't.
He just, and remember I was like, remember you sitting in the front at the table? And he was like, what, message? Did you say that? Yeah, you said that.
Bradley's down! Taking them out!
But no, I didn't. But at the same time,
I mean, but it's not about that. It's about the motivation.
yeah. Eventually, I am going to get to a point where I'm really going to stop smoking this. This costs a lot getting this pre-rolls. When you add money.
How much is it?
I mean, they're like $25 for 4 of them.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if they're good pre-rolls, then I guess I'll just smoke up one a day. But I think like today's has been like just 1.5. So I'm definitely gonna finish this one.
So, are you gonna do it just for one day?
What?
The fast.
I'm gonna go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today, Wednesday. I'm gonna fast until 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then when I do eat, it's gonna be something that I'm not getting nourished. I'm just continue to do it.
Watch out at the marker! 200 meters!
Shit,
I keep thinking about that. I just don't ever know which one to get. There's so many that they advertise all the time. It helps with posture and everything too. Maybe. Maybe one day. Probably not. I don't know. No, I don't think I'd ever just get them. I don't know. They just seem expensive. Give me my phone. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want that extra.
say I don't know again.
I don't know. I don't want that extra. You gotta be itching and shit. It's not for me.
I mean, you can wear a shirt and then put it over the
Yeah,
shirt.
but the shirt is going to but when it's pressed up, like against my body, and then I start sweating because I'm constantly moving, it's not gonna
What is that, man? It must be up there.
They're gonna be real mad because I gotta. I want them to both brush their teeth and shower twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night.
Remember Plant vs. Zombies on here?
You have it?
It's on here.
Please don't need it. There's a zombie on your wall.
Lord. See, they have top.
Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun.
So it's like fun. You need controllers though.
What?
Remember we always put it on 2 clips.
You don't always have to do everything.
So you see all of them are there, but you see them.
Wounded. We're running out of time here.
You want to watch TV? Miss Mary George said.
Every time. I could never just sit here and watch. We wanna watch TV. Like, I'm not really enjoying myself watching the game. Like, I don't be on YouTube watching other people play different games.
You want TV?
You ask it every single, without fail, every single time.
Get back! Do not come over here!
Took down an enemy! Red and pocket! Ally got hit!
It will not go down nowhere. Bro, that's... I hate that. With the Verizon internet, it never did that. It didn't pause, nothing. No
Blocking
delays.
their comms!
Just doing shit.
I mean, there's just multiple devices on this internet.
It was on that too. They had this tap on there, the phone. Well, not the phone, but she had the both tablets. That one, wait, you can finish it. I'm just saying, yeah,
Not even listening for him. That's what it's like.
yeah, I'm about to download it though. Like, my sister got a couple hours.